Let's see where we are. Yeah, I think we stopped here. So we are in chapter 5 of the Adi Lila, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. And we are hearing how Nityananda Balaram, he is the source of all of the Vishnu avatars, of the Purusha avatars, in order to establish, what is the exalted, most exalted and high, dignified position of Nityananda Balaram. So we finish with this verse from Brahma Samhita. Yasyaika nishvasita kalamatava jivanti loma vilaja jagadandanata vishnur mahansaiha yasya kalo kalavishesha govinda madi purusham tamaham bhajami. The Brahmas and other lords of the mundane worlds appear from the pores of Mahavishnu and remain alive for the duration of his one exhalation. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom Mahavishnu is a portion of a plenary portion. And that Mahavishnu, he's ultimately coming from Baladev. Kwaham tama mahad aham ka charagni varbu samveshti tanda gata sapta vitasti kaya kve jigvidavi ganitandi paranucharya vatadra roma vivarasya chate mahitvam. Where am I, a small creature of 7 spans the measure of my own hand? This is spoken by Lord Brahma after he realized his mistake, stealing the cowherd boys. Where am I, a small creature of 7 spans the measure of my own hand? I am enclosed in the universe composed of material nature, the total material energy, false ego, ether, air, water, and earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body, just like particles of dust passing through the opening of a window. Amsharam shaje kolatarnam govinde pratimurti Shri Balaram. A part of a whole is called a kala. Shri Balaram is the counter form of Lord Govinda. Tarik Sarup Shri Mahasankarshan Taram Shah Purusha Hoy Kalate Ghanan. Balaram's own expansion is called Mahasankarsham, and his fragments, the Purusha, is counted as Kala, or a part of a plenary portion. Jahaketo Kolakohi Tiho Mahavishnu Mahapurushavatari Teho Sarva Jishnu. I say that this Kala is Mahavishnu. He is the Mahapurush, who is the source of the other Purushas and who is all-pervading. Garbodak Shirodashai Dohe Purushanam Sedu Ijaramsha Vishnu Vishwadam. Garbhodashai and Kirodashai are both called Purushas. They are plenary portions of Karodakashai Vishnu, the first Purusha, who is the abode of all the universes. And now quotation from the Lagu Bhagavatamrita. Vishnos tu trinirupani purushakyanya vidu ekam tu mahata shastra dritiyam tvanda samstitam tritiyam sarvabhutastam tani gyatva vimuchyate. Vishnu has 3 forms called Purushas. The first, Mahavishnu, is the creator of the total material energy, Mahat. The second is Garbhodashai, who is situated within each universe. And the third is Kirodakashai, who lives in the heart of every living being. He who knows these 3 becomes liberated from the clutches of Maya. Yadyapi kohi etade Krishna kola kori matsya kurma javater avatader tiho avatadi. Although Karanodashai Vishnu is called the Kala of Lord Krishna, he is the source of Matsya, Kurma, and the other incarnations. Ete, this is famous verse from Bhagavatam, Ete cham sha kalapum sa krishnas tu bhagavan swayam injradi vyakulam lokam mridayanti yuge yuge. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purusha avatars. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. And every age he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. Se Purusha Shishti Stiti Pralayera Karta Nana Avatar Kode Jagatera Bharta. That Purusha, Karanodakashaya Vishnu, is the performer of creation, maintenance, and destruction. He manifests himself in many incarnations, for he is the maintainer of the worlds. Shishyadi nimitte je amsher avadhan, seto amshere kohi avataranam. That fragment of the Supreme Lord, known as the Mahapurush, appears for the purpose of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, and is called an incarnation. So remember, all of this is an elaborate way of glorifying Nityananda Prabhu, because Nityananda Prabhu is the source of all of these Vishnu avatars. Ajavatar Mahapurush Bhagavan Sarva Avatar Bij Sarva Shaidam. That Mahapurush is identical with the personality of Godhead. He is the original incarnation, the seed of all others, and the shelter of everything. And now quotation from Laghu Bhagavatamrita by Rupa Goswami. Adyovatada Purusha Parasya Kala Svabhava Sadasanmanascha Dravyam Vikara Guna Indriyani Virat Swadat Stasnu Chadishnu Gumna. The Purusha, Mahavishnu, is the primary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Time, nature, prakriti as cause and effect, the mind, the material elements, false ego, the modes of nature, the senses, the universal form, complete independence, and the moving and non-moving beings appear subsequently as his opulences. And now quotation from Bhagavatam. Jagrihe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahad Adibi Sambhutam Shodasha Kalam Adoloka Shishikshaya. In the beginning of the creation, the Lord expanded himself in the form of the Purusha incarnation, accompanied by all the ingredients of material creation. First, he created the 16 principal energies suitable for creation. This was for the purpose of manifesting the material universes. Yadyapi sarvashai tiho tahate samsar antaratma rupe tiho jagatadar. Although the Lord is the shelter of everything, and although all the universes rest in him, he, as the Supersoul, is also the support of everything. Prakriti sahiteta ubhay sambandha tatapi prakriti saha nahi sparsha gandha. Although he is thus connected with the material energy in two ways, he does not have the slightest contact with it. So what are those two ways he's connected? That he is the shelter of the material energy, and all the material universes rest in him. And he, as the Supersoul, is also the support of everything. So although he has this relationship with the material manifestation, he's also completely independent from it. This is his glory. Etad ishanam ishasya prakritisto pitad gunai ayujyate sadatmaster yata bodhis tadashaya. This is the opulence of the Lord. Although situated within the material nature, he is never affected by the modes of nature. Similarly, those who have surrendered to him and have fixed their intelligence upon him are not influenced by the modes of nature. Emata gita teha puna puna koi sarvada ishwar tattva chincha shakti hoy. Thus the Bhagavad Gita also states again and again that the absolute truth always possesses inconceivable power. Hamito jagate vasi jagatamate, nami jagate vasi nama jagate. Lord Krishna said, I am situated in the material world, and the world rests in me. But at the same time, I am not situated in the material world, nor does it rest in me in truth. Achinchai swaje janiho amar, eto gita arta koilo padachar. O Arjuna, you should know this as my inconceivable opulence. This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Seto purusha jaramsha dorenam, Chaitanya Sangase Nityanandaram. That Mahapurusha, Karanodakashai Vishnu, is known as a plenary part of him who is Lord Nityananda Balaram, the favorite associate of Lord Chaitanya. Eto navam shloke arta vivaran, dasham shloke arta shunodiyaman. I have thus explained the ninth verse, and now I shall explain the 10th. Please listen with rapt attention. Yasyam shamsha shilagarbo dashai yannabhyabjam loka sangata nalam loka shashtu sutika damadatus tam srinityananda ramam prapadye. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakashai Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakashai Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. Seto Purushananta Brahmanda Shrijiya Sabande Praveshila Bahumurti Hoya. After creating millions of universes, the first Purusha entered into each of them in a separate form as Shri Garbhodakashai. Pitare Praveshideke Sabandakar Lohite Nahi Kostan Kodilo Vichar. Entering the universe, he found only darkness, with no place in which to reside. Thus he began to consider. Nijanga Seda Jal Kodilo Shijan Se Jale Koilo Arda Brahmanda Baran. Then he created water from the perspiration of his own body, and with that water filled half the universe. Brahmanda Praman Pancha Shatkoti Yojan Ayam Vishta Dui Hoyekasam. The universe measures 500 million yojanas. I don't know what that is. Its length and breadth are one and the same. Dole Bodhiarda Taha Koilo Nijavas Arade Koilo Choda Bhuvan Prakash. After filling half the universe with water, he made his own residence therein and manifested the 14 worlds in the other half. So, really quite extraordinary. He's through his own perspiration, he's creating this water in which he's floating, and that's filling up half the universe. And then from his navel is coming this lotus flower, and the stem of that is covering the other half of the universe, and of the material, that universe, that Brahmanda. And then in the stem of that lotus is where the 14 planetary systems are existing. And then at the very top of that, what we can understand to be Satya Loka, and in the bed of the lotus flower, that's where Lord Brahma appears. And then it's very beautiful. And then he's, then with the inspiration, he's given, and he creates, he's like the engineer, actually. He's putting everything together, and then all the life forms are coming about to that.
I had this question. I asked Bharati Maharshi about how to interpret this? Should we literally understand it as that? Because that's quite a picture, He has some body and the water comes out of his body and then.
Well, only to our limited minds.
Yeah.
No.
Because our capacity to visualize or imagine something is related to our experience, which we have obtained here.
Yeah.
So probably it wouldn't be the same. But then he said that the beauty is more important than truth, in the sense that highest reality is beauty. It's not exactly how it was, but as long as it is beautiful. So he stressed on the beauty of the story. And that's the truth. That's the real essence.
Sundaram.
Yeah.
Sundaram is the highest truth. It's above Satyam, above Shiva. And then in his purport here, Srila Swami Maharaj is listing the names of these 14 planetary systems for anyone who's interested. So the 7 upper ones are Bhu, Bhuvar, Swar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, and Satya. Where Bhu, the lowest of those 7 upper ones. And then the 7 lower are Tala, Atala, Vitala, Nitala, Talatala, Mahatala, and Sutala. And the lower planets as a whole are called Patala. Tahai prakata koilo vaikunta nijadam Ch.Ch shayan jole korilo vishram. There he manifested Vaikuntha as his own abode and rested in the waters on the bed of Lord Ch.Ch. Ananta shayate taha korilo shayan Sahasra mastakata sahasra vadan Sahasra charan hasta sahasra noyan Sarvavatar bij jagat kadam. He lay there with Ananta as his bed. Lord Ananta is a divine serpent, having thousands of heads, thousands of faces, thousands of eyes, and thousands of hands and feet. He is the seed of all incarnations, and is the cause of the material world. Tarnabi padma hoite utilo eka padma se padme hoilo brahma janma sadma. From his navel grew a lotus flower, which became the birthplace of Lord Brahma. Se padmanale hoilo choda bhuvan teho brahma hoya shishti korilo shijam. Within the stem of that lotus were the 14 worlds. Thus the Supreme Lord, as Lord Brahma, created the entire creation. Vishnurup hoya kore jagat palane gunatita Vishnu sparsha nahi maya gune. And as Lord Vishnu, he maintains the entire world. Lord Vishnu, being beyond all material attributes, has no touch with the material qualities. Rujarupa dodi kore jagat samhar Shishti stiti pralai chai jahar. Assuming the form of Rudra, he destroys the creation. Thus creation, maintenance, and dissolution are created by his will. Hiranyagarbantaryami jagat kadan jaramsha kori kore virat kalpan. He is the supersoul, Hiranyagarbha, the cause of the material world. The universal form is conceived as his expansion. Hinonarayanjaram Ramsha Se Prabhu Nityananda Sarvavatamsa. That Lord Narayan is a part of a plenary part of Lord Nityananda Balaram, who is the source of all incarnations. Dasham Shlokarta Koila Vivadan Ekadasha Shlokarta Shunodiyaman. I have thus explained the 10th verse. Now please listen to the meaning of the 11th verse with all your mind. Yasyam sham sham sha paramakilanam paratmakilanam poshta vishnubhati dugdabdishai Kshoni Bharta Yat Kala Sopyanantas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Kirodakashayi Vishnu is the supersoul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. So this is the Shesha Nagas' further subpart. So this is the third of the Purusha avatars, the Mahavishnu, who is the first one, from whom the whole material existence comes, and then he expands into Garbhodakashayi, who's maintaining each individual universe, and then he expands into Kirodakashayi, who is also Paramatma, living in the heart of every soul. But that Kirodakashayi Vishnu, he has one expression as Paramatma, and then he also has this other expression, which I think is like at the top of every material universe, floating in an ocean of milk. That's why he's called Kirodakashayi, because Kir is, milk, or condensed milk. Narayana Nabinala Majete Darani Dadanir Maje Sapta Samudra Jegani. The material planets rest within the stem that grows from the lotus navel of Lord Narayan. Among these planets are 7 oceans. Taha Kirodadi Madhye Shweta Dvipanam Palayita Vishnutar Seni Jadam. There, in part of the ocean of milk, lies Shweta Dvip, the abode of the sustainer, Lord Vishnu. Sakal Jiver Tiho Hoyantaryami Jagat Palaka Tiho Jagatera Swami. He is the supersoul of all living entities. He maintains this material world, and he is its Lord. Yugaman Vantade Dori Nana Avatar Dharma Samstapang Kode Adharma Samhar. In the ages and millenniums of Manu, he appears as different incarnations to establish the principles of real religion and vanquish the principles of irreligion. Devaganena pai jaha darashan kirodaka tirejai koren stavam. Unable to see him, the demigods go to the shore of the ocean of milk and offer prayers to him. Tobe avatari kode jagat palan ananta vaibhavtar nahiko ganan. He then descends to maintain the material world. His unlimited opulences cannot be counted. Se Vishnu hoijar amsham shera amsha, se Prabhu Nityananda sarvavatamsa. That Lord Vishnu is but a part of a plenary portion of Lord Nityananda, who is the source of all incarnations. Se Vishnu Shesharupe Dodendarani, Kahache Mahishire Henona Hijani. That same Lord Vishnu, in the form of Lord Ch.Ch, holds the planets upon his heads, although he does not know where they are, for he cannot feel their existence upon his heads. It's interesting, like all the experience that we have, it's completely subjective, and it's like a type of hypnotism, like Srila Sridhar Maharaj talks about Krishna being a hypnotist, because what I'm saying is what is the potency of Lord Vishnu, or the expansion of Lord Vishnu in the form of Lord Ch.Ch. He's with all his, Ananta Ch.Ch is a serpent, right? And he has these innumerable heads, and he's holding all the universes on his heads, but he doesn't even feel them. He doesn't even feel them. But then you see, because every jiva soul is is one spark of the infinite. So there is actually I'm not going to say there's unlimited, I mean, we can say like according to how much the Lord allows, the minute sparks of the infinite, they can experience an extraordinary degree of power also. Like Gurudev pointed out, like the same type of soul that we have, that's what elephants have. If we look at like, even within our experience in this world, different life forms. It's the same soul that's powering the body. Think of what an elephant could crush this building down right now. And for me to like, I can't even lift this with one hand. But that's the same type of soul. So that type of experience is possible. Also for these tiny souls. So what to speak of the power that's within the Lord,
Like the people like in mental institutions, sometimes they need to be tied up because they are like 5 times stronger than ordinary men. Or there's an interesting example of the yogis who, through meditation, enhance their inner strength, and they're capable of breaking some laws of physics. Like they were saying that Jesus was able to walk on the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's also like cities.
Yeah. I've also heard stories of people, just ordinary people, but under the influence of hypnosis, they can do extraordinary things. Like I don't remember who, someone was telling me of someone who, like there were 2 chairs spaced out the length of their body, and so their head was on the tip of one chair and their feet were on the tip of another chair, and no support in the middle, but they're able, like as flat as a board, under the influence of hypnosis. So that type of power is there even in the ordinary jivatmas.
I think we are in a sense like we have certain knowledge of what we can or what we cannot, and in that sense
we're limited by that, right?
Ourselves, yes. I can't do it.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Actually, like if you think like human being creates things like this, or like planes, so it's like human being. And like there's no capacity. The capacity is incredible. It's just we are conditioned and limiting ourselves from expressing that in some sense.
Yeah, it's very encouraging actually, because we can feel despondent in our service attempts, right? Like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, But actually, we can do so many things if we open ourselves up to that, to being a receiver of that,
I think Lord is doing that on purpose, so the practitioner can get this feeling of need,
dependency,
surrender. Because the environment is something which enhances that mood, and like your attempts, failed attempts to do something.
Okay, well, maybe we'll stop there, because we had 33 minutes on the camera.
9 minutes more.
Oh, 9 minutes more, huh? Oh. Well, I think I'm going to stop there, because now this coming up part it's a good place to stop. And so today is a very special day. Today is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is our Param Gurudev, our great-grandfather Guru, and by whose grace, we have our Gurudev and our Param Gurudev, by whose grace we know anything, have anything, So we're going to have a special dedicated program in the evening. It's part of our evening program, dedicated to his remembrance. Okay, then we can stop there today. Who's going to sing? Adran, you want to sing?
Hari Hari Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Giridhari Gopinata Madana Moha
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Radhakana Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Parikara Shashi Guru Gauranga Radha Giriraj ki Jai Srila Bhakti Maharaj Maharaj ki Jai Srila Bhakti Srila Govindas Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Srila Bhakti Rakshak Radha Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Disappearance Day ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Vishakha Devi ki Jai Nitai Gaur Puranam.